Hey there, everybody. It's meteorologist Jamie Singleton. It is Thursday night, the 23rd of April. How are you? And we're looking at more severe weather that just continues across the south tonight. But to the north, really not that bad. We've had some rain in and out of Virginia and the Carolinas. We've had, though, in some areas it's been fairly bad. There's been some straight line winds in South Carolina today. Wilmington right now, I've got a buddy down there that's the forecaster at the Weather Service in Wilmington. And got 50-mile-per-hour winds gusts. Says it like a tropical storm. And if you look and see within the rain, there's a bit of circulation here, meso low, that is swirling here off the coast of the Grand Myrtle Beach and into North Carolina. Near the tip there near Wilmington. Now, to the south in the more unstable air, we mentioned this yesterday. I've been talking about it all week. We've got numerous bands of convection that continue late hour, 9:16 right now. We've got reported tornado or confirmed tornado, that purple warning there across Florida. I've got a live stream of the live data. This is going to be dated by the time you see it. But needless to say, still some tornadic activity out here. And look at the blow up of convection. Pretty impressive stuff there. Our upper level system to whirl back out here across West Tennessee and Kentucky. And then you've got a bit of a dry slot that moved in today. But I think really what happened, if you look down here, you can see that we actually had that convection go so strong and stay kind of lined up here across the Gulf of Mexico that we couldn't get any moisture into our area if you're watching in the mid-Atlantic. So that really cut down on those rainfall totals. But this system is not done. We're still going to have some showers and thunderstorms, but it's not going to be nearly as bad as it was looking like earlier in the week. That said, again, what's better for some folks is worse for others, and that keeps the baroclinicity, the temperature gradient, fairly high here across northern Florida and around the Jacksonville, Tallahassee got banned. Florida's going to be a busy place tonight, and the coastal sections will be rather windy, kind of squally, and a lot of rainfall. Flooding, I think, Charleston, rainfall amounts here over 5 inches. Here are the height contours, and again, this is short wave embedded within a long wave trough. We'll put the water vapor on. My funky color palette tweaked a little much going. But all these unicorn looking colors, this lift still created in the upper levels of below this, we had the moisture block from the convection. But you can see that overshooting top again. This water vapor really highlights this really well. That's a big overshooting top of updraft going through the tropopause and out into the lower stratosphere, then before back out, and sometimes gravity waves. All this brown here is the drier air that's going to try to work in behind this, especially across the south. It should be a nice Friday, but it may be a little slow to do that east, and I'll show you why in just a second. Then you've got more energy out here across Billings, Montana. This is our Saturday system, starting in the Sunday system, getting going there. This is the regional picture here on WSV3. You can see the tornado watch up across northern Florida, showers and thunderstorms here. Our warm front held south today, kept most areas cloudy and drizzly across Virginia with some lighter rainfall down to the south and the shower and thunderstorm activity, though, is really going around that meso low. Again, it's going to be a busy night there, and that almost looks, you can see the banding going, pressure system. Impressive. Straight line winds outside of the tornadic activity in northern Florida as well. Top dew points on. I like to look. Dew points are only in the 50s here. It's not a severe weather setup. It's across Virginia, the Old Dominion setup. Don't get into the 60s until you get down across the. Sometimes you can get dew points that are in the 70s. Some of these severe weather was not this time around, but the front is still off to our west. Front will have to still get through here before we can take the showers and thunderstorms out of the forecast. It's still going to be unsettled, even though the pattern isn't quite as severe farther north. It's the HRRR version 4, which shows a busy night ahead, again, going up the coast. Carolinas there, South Carolina, all the way up the coast, some very gusty winds. Also inundate the Outer Banks as that meso low works its way up the coast. And then notice that by 6Z, we have showers and thunderstorms now developing as the cold front scoops up the wedge. Probably some elevated convection and some dense fog around Virginia tonight. Scattered showers will be locally heavy at times going into Friday. And then by Friday morning, most of the activities up around DC and the Pennsylvania and West Virginia, some scattered showers here. Our main energy off the coast advance into Friday afternoon. Now, we may have to worry about just some scattered showers, some very isolated activity, maybe a weak band or two that could be rotating in small hail, colder pool loft coming Friday around getting to Richmond a little bit later, but nothing widespread with this, although a stronger storm can't be out. Widest of the weather looks like it's going to happen across the mid-Atlantic here for Friday night of our next storm off to the west, and you can see that starting out here. Got moisture that's just with the system. Looks like we've already got westerly winds south side of this, so we're not really advecting a lot of moisture in the Gulf with this type of system either. But it's plenty of energy for it to work with. Here's how it looks on the UK Met, and this is the pattern compared to normal. So where you see the blues is where it's a little below normal. It's short waves in the trough, and again troughs, and this is one moving through now. Friday morning, it's still centered kind of over West Virginia and Virginia. Got another shortwave here coming out of Colorado. That moves into Oklahoma and Arkansas, so this is going to redevelop some storms here in the states, northern Louisiana, probably northern Mississippi, Friday night. Saturday morning, it's moving into Birmingham. Takes on a negative tilt here, so follow the height converging. That'll create some showers and storms with it. May start to ingest a little more Gulf moisture than that other model are. We'll see. The height contours, though, are blowing also out of the west, it looks like. So we may have a hard time tapping that moisture because the atmosphere is kind of used up as well. It'd be kind of hard to do another outbreak, major one. But there will probably be some severe thunderstorm warnings and maybe a tornado warning or two at some point across the South and the Tennessee Valley at Saturday. Wave kind of weakens a little bit on the UK Met. It then reinvigorates here as it merges with a couple of other waves coming in from the north. And we're still kind of in a blocking pattern. So the front will probably be east of the entire area, eastern United States for Sunday. Go into Sunday in the upper levels, still some upper level energy. After the sun comes out, it's a bright blue sky. Got low level warm air by the sun, and you've got some cooler air aloft with that upper level low kind of lingering around. So you have some instability. It may be a day where you manufacture clouds via the sun. It starts out sunny, and then by 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon, somebody flips the switch and you get some overcast skies develop, showers with maybe some small hailings. But the coverage wouldn't be really great, but the cloud cover Sunday, if that is the case. Now, Monday, big ridge building in here across much of the United States. This is going to move on out for Monday, so it'll recently sunny, probably a very nice day. It looks like we'll have low humidity and relatively cooler temperatures, a few degrees below normal, nothing crazy cold. Going into Tuesday, the pattern really flattens out here, but it's very short-lived because we've got another upper level low that'll be out of the Great Lakes in Wisconsin here by Wednesday. Is forecast to do digging. Look at the 700 millibar relative humidity field. This gives us an idea of where the clouds are be. Also shows the flow a little bit underneath the jet stream. lower level. It's all the jet stream at about 10,000 feet, 20,000. Sometimes it'll pick up the waves. So Friday morning, got a dry slot through here. And again, we got the convection right through there in Florida that may be ongoing, still blocking the moisture for this wave to work with. Um, Dry slot as well moving, choked off some of the upper level moisture this time. Here's our second wave coming out of the Rockies, Northern Plains. Friday night again is a calm night, except for Memphis. West Lobby, Mississippi, and Jackson, showers and stronger thunder. Saturday morning, that quickly begins to move through Kentucky, areas of rain there, and probably some showers and storms breaking out Saturday afternoon in the Carolinas. Drier air, welcome sight, I'm sure, for the south here as we go Saturday. By that time, we'll be in a good diverging winds aloft kind of pattern again. Virginia, West Virginia, Carolina. That continues into Saturday night, late Saturday night. I think it's an upper level low. Got a ridge here building north of it. That'll keep this thing parked here for a while. Saturday and the Saturday night, Sunday. It hardly moves. It's got a little bit of still enough of an eastward component that it may squeeze out underneath this ridge. And it probably means just some remaining showers and a couple of diurnal thunderstorms in the so Sunday, locally in Southwest Virginia, South Central Virginia, I've kept the chance of an isolated shower in the forecast, even though the front will be well off to the. Then we've got dry air again. Followed this is strong sinking air, so probably Sunday, Monday, windy across the Appalachians. Then as we go into Tuesday, here's our bubble little shortwave ridge here that builds in. Notice it's confluence aloft, so you'll have high pressure at the surface, but there's still some relative humidity, enough for some mid and high level clouds to be sunshine. So I've got the sun with some cirrus across parts of the area that see higher RH at 700 millibars. Upper level part of the system here, part of it comes from Minnesota. That swirl and cut off, and it does move east though. It's a progressive pattern. You get a band of showers and thunder front. Doesn't look like an overly severe setup. There probably will be some strong and severe front, but kind of average for spring. Cold front. That'll be moving in. Temperatures will be warm ahead of it this day. That's for Wednesday. Thursday, upper level energy wants to dig in behind this. Whenever I see this, I'm always reluctant to go with one solution. Ensembles tend to maybe be a bit better in handling chance that that energy could close that low off more, or it can stay separate and linger like here. Wouldn't surprise me if tonight and tomorrow we've got a different solution here, back here, or a low here. We had that happen with this system. See it, they're kind of closing off a new low near South Hill for Friday morning. That would again kind of settled weather. And there's another bowling ball swirling is coming out by May the 2nd off the Euro and right here. Third, signs earlier to go in the May. Wait and see. Here's a vorticity system. How that upper level energy Sunday finally clears out Monday. Monday will be one of the nice days in Virginia. Got more energy that comes through here Wednesday and a Thursday with our front. That clears the area, and then it's GFS. Put a ridge up here. This is the pattern change up potentially. May the 4th Star Wars Day and the Cinco de Mayo. So it'll be a warm one across the east if the GFS is right. And honestly, so that. But anyway, that's your forecast for tonight. Let's look at everything. Still stormy in the south, but we are still seeing a little bit more sunshine that'll be moving in between these showers and quite as intense and widespread. Still kind of in our Wednesday. Good night.